I know I may seem bad for ya. What do you think? I'm lying when I say I wanna do bad things to ya. But don't look away when I'm talking, say, how about me and you leave this place? And let's go somewhere but we could be alone. Dance to the music all night long. I get you home, then I move that thong. Making love faces, listening to Trey song. Your favorite song, panty dropper. When she in the zone, you cannot stop her. Seeing her perform, showstopper. Hearing her moan is turning me on. Making love until the sunrise. Then we at it again with some juicy gin. Look at me when I'm speaking. I know what I'm saying got you leaking. Now we can make this more than a season. We not here today for no reason. Stop all that front that teasing. Now I know I may seem bad for ya. What do you think? I'm lying when I say I wanna do bad things to ya. But don't look away when I'm talking.
Facts.
Alright, y'all. That was this week's Undiscovered Heat. That is Mo Love, Bad For You. I repeat, that is Mo Love. That's the artist, Bad For You. Definitely. Shout out Mo Love. That's my guy. He went to UA, another UA artist. Yeah, just had to slow it down, change the pace. We usually do at the Undiscovered Heat. But moving on from that, we are back in business. We are back in business. If you don't know, now you know. Nigga. But yeah, man. 2021, first episode of season 2. It's the Lunchroom Podcast. You know how I go. He's back in here at the same 3 as usual. I'm your boy Dapper Dan. Across from me is my guy Fritz. Amen. Next to my guy Fritz is my guy Ray, aka the movie guy. And still behind the cam is my guy Fredo. How you doing, Fredo?
Nigga drop his shit.
Nah, he did his trademark now.
That's trademark.
It's put his
Chris Bosh.
Thanks. But yeah, how are you guys, man?
Feeling, this is strange, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I ain't been here in mad long, even though it's probably
3 weeks.
Yeah, it's only
been like it's 3 weeks.
It's felt like at least 6, nigga.
It's a calm break though for me.
No, yeah, definitely necessary.
You gotta align the chakras.
Yeah,
align the chakras again for me.
I definitely meditate. I stretched.
Yeah, yo, we got some stuff together. We got a lot of things lined up.
Yeah. This is gonna be a season of change, a season of growth. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? We've had steady growth. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
Everything's appreciated, bro. All the little things. We're gonna look to be more interactive this season coming around, more engaging. So just look out for that. Giveaways, prizes,
events, hopefully,
new locations.
Wet t-shirt contest,
great guests. What? Wait.
Yeah, for me, that part.
Organized by me.
Yeah, that part.
Freaky Fredo.
That shit would go up.
It would, but
Lunchroom wet t-shirt contest?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm not hosting that thing. Y'all could be
I'm not going. I might be with Fredo on
y'all
the talent.
Can go ahead.
Like
I said, I support it. I'm
talent scout.
I'll be in the back though. You
talent scout, facts.
You gonna look for the girls with the big areolas,
Yeah, that's a fact though. I need the Havana gingers of the world. Appreciate y'all.
Nah, big facts. But shoot, we don't have any real lunchline chatter for today, just to get into the episode. But it is worth mentioning, obviously, today, President Joseph R. Biden Jr. was, inaugurated as president.
That was his name. Like his.
I read it on the bottom. I didn't know he was a junior.
I didn't know he was a junior either. I'm not going to front.
He had a full name.
And Kamala Harris is Kamala? Is it Kamala or Kamala?
I think it's Kamala.
All right, whatever it is. Respect to her. She's the first
African American
and woman
vice president.
So that's a great, you know what I'm saying?
The Howard alums are going nuts.
OD crazy.
Is going crazy.
Super crazy.
They wow.
Mad ski weed.
Mad ski weed.
Mad pinkies in the air. Like they fancy. Shout out to AKs. Though.
Facts. Don't line us. It's all love.
Nah. I fuck with the AKs. Got a lot of friends that's AKs. But to get even deeper, we're going to go past that because, we ain't the political podcast. We ain't about to dive into his policies. The only thing I care about is
the STEMI.
Give me that.
Can I get an amen on the STEMI? Can I get an amen on the STEMI?
I'm talking about that student debt. You got to get rid of.
Amen as well. Amen to both. Amen to both.
What you going to say?
Nah, he's
student debt and the STEMI.
STEMI and student debt.
Yeah. I thought you had something else.
No. But moving on from that, we're going to hop into a microphone check, and I found a drop. Well, the drop I was supposed to have from before. And that's our microphone check.
Hey, smooth.
Found that. Something real quick. I was thinking of making it something funny, like YFN Lucci's ad lib.
I don't know. Listen to him.
You ever heard Key to the Streets? You ever heard that?
I don't know what that is.
That shit, yeah. I gotta play that for y'all, bro. That shit is the funniest ad lib I've ever heard in my life.
I've never heard that. I don't bump him, so.
Nah,
So-
you've heard Key to the Streets. But
So, in
go ahead.
regards to our topic for microphone check, are we doing the entire discography, or are we doing?
I was gonna
like a
say
top?
we can
single album,
we
like
can exclude
the collabs?
the
No,
collab.
yeah, but I'm saying so all the single albums,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
13.
Is it 13?
Yeah, it's 13.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying.
Damn.
Exactly.
I mean, we can do a 10 out of 13 if you want to do a 10 out of
I
13.
didn't know it was that
Can we
much.
do 7?
I mean, it's still easy for me, but we could. It's up to y'all.
Can we do 7?
All right, we can do that if that
No.
makes it easy.
Wait, yeah, let's do 7.
Because like I said, I'm cool on the order. Like I'm good. Like I just gotta pull up. Jay-Z.
That's a lot of albums. You know what I'm saying?
No, it is. I mean, like I said, that's what I told y'all day before. Like I'm leaving out
I think
watching.
technically it's 14, unless the Dynasty is a collab, right?
Dynasty is a
Oh, so
collab.
it is 13. Sheesh.
Come on, man. I know about my Jay-Z. Fuck is he talking about? Boy.
What's it called? Are we including Watch the Throne in this, or are we leaving
Nah,
out?
that's a collab.
Oh, okay.
2.0 is considered.
Nah.
I'm talking about Blueprint 2.0.
That's a solo, isn't it?
It is, but like, I don't know.
Like, feel free to leave it out. But like I said, we
You talking
can.
about the Gift and the Curse?
No, that's regular. I'm talking about 2.0.
Talking about 2.1?
Yeah, 2.1. My fault.
It's a 2.0. I agree too. That's my fault.
Shit, I wasn't gonna count that.
That's what I'm saying. That's 12.
I feel like that's a.
what y'all want to say.
Yeah, so right
That's why I
now
said 7,
we're
look.
gonna be ranking for microphone check. I asked them since Hove is generally in this room, I think everybody's top tier rapper. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know. Let's rank our Hove albums basically,
You said from best to worst.
best to worst, or if you want to go worst to best, just make it known.
Well, number one for me is definitely Reasonable Doubt.
Number one for you is Reasonable Doubt.
Yeah,
Number 1 for me is the Black album.
Number one for me is also the Black album.
I guess.
There's number
Majority-
2 for me is Reasonable Doubt.
I have Reasonable Doubt at
Black album is number 3 for me. Number 2 is Blueprint.
Okay.
For me, I got number 2. It's between. I was a toss up between Reasonable Doubt. For me, this is for me.
Yeah, let's just go by one.
For me. So for number 2, I had I don't know why, but I love Volume 2.
Okay.
Volume 2. So it's
You gotta
between.
explain yourself.
So yeah, between. So it's Black Album, Reasonable Doubt, Volume 2.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that's his best selling album.
On Volume 2.
Or his commercial
I
most
might-
commercial success.
I think his most commercial
Besides-
success might be
It wasn't the Black
Blueprint 3.
I was
wasn't
just
it?
about to say
Or Black Album.
before
Black
Blueprint
Album.
3. Nah, I think Volume 2 went more numbers than Black Album.
I've never checked Hope's. I just know it'd be selling. I never
Sound
really
like
be
a
checking
motherfucker.
Hope numbers like that.
But top 7.
But,
Top 7.
Where we at? So I'm at 4 basically.
Yeah.
4. I gotta go with 444.
Okay.
Oh, I lied. I can't. I gotta go Blueprint then 444. So I'm at 5. So now that's 5. So I'm at 6. 6. I gotta go American Gangster.
Okay.
Oh wait, damn.
Look, he's already.
Nah.
down
Fucking
his
up.
shit.
Nah, yeah, I'm fucking up. I gotta go In My Lifetime, and then I gotta go American Gangster, and that rounds out my 7, I think.
In My Lifetime, that's Volume 1, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess for me, like I said, Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, Black Album, Volume 2, 444, American Gangster, Volume 1. Facts. That's 7, right? Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint, Black Album, Volume 2, 444, American Gangster, Volume 1.
Yeah, 7.
All right. So Black album, Reasonable Doubt, Blueprint Volume 2, Blueprint, 444, In My Lifetime, Volume 2.
Solid. So what makes Reasonable Doubt your number 1? Because I mean, I could see why it would be, but what's your reasoning?
I mean, my reason is because, honestly, like he says himself, that was his first album. It took him, when did he drop it? When he was 28?
Yeah.
26? So
Yeah.
he was 20. It took 26 years for him to make that, feel me? The bars, still to this day, I still catch bars. I probably went over my head. Like, feel me? Is, Hov has that knack where you probably catch bars
Right.
as it ages. So still to this day, I bump songs that still be catching bars. Feel me? He talks the range. it feel like the foundation of what Hov stands for now came from Reasonable Doubt, because the range of them songs from when he talks about the streets, talks even his business mentality, forward thinking and shit like that. He even has songs with the girls for me, the deep cuts, all that. Like, it's really a classic album to me. Like, I will never,
no doubt
ever,
about that.
I will never ever get tired of that album. Like, I really, really love that album.
No doubt about that. For me, I went with Black Album over that only because for me, like, that's like what I would like to call like a complete album, like from the singles to the work to the lyrics, you know what I'm saying, the producing, like everything about that album, the numbers, if you want to count numbers for your albums, like, you know what I'm saying, that is like a complete album. Like, I judge other albums, like rapper albums, off of that. Not so much today, because obviously rap is a lot different, but like a couple years back,
it was great. Like,
yeah,
when you compare
he had
great
the movie
albums.
great,
too.
exactly that too. So it's like
Ahead of his time with that one.
exactly,
One of
like
probably
it just
the first ones to do
represented
that.
like a time, and I feel like because Black Album dropped what
2004. Wait, 2003.
3?
Yeah, November 14th.
Like that was competing with, you know what I'm saying, Get Rich or Die Trying
Yeah.
type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, that's a crazy album to compete with, and like look at what it did still. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my thing with Hov. Like, it just was so cemented to that moment, that year for him.
Yeah, bro. The Black Album was allegedly supposed to be his final album, but the way he put his foot on that album, if it was a curtain call, it would have been perfect.
That's probably the
Like,
best way you could ever leave.
Encore is one of the greatest songs like ever made. It's not even at the end of his album.
Grand
bro.
opening, grand closing.
Moment of Clarity, 99 Problems,
Justify.
Justify My Thug, Lucifer, Lord, Change Clothes. What more can I say? Like, December 4th, like, this whole shit is crazy, bro. Like, this is a perfect album. You hit everything on the head.
December 4th is one of my favorites.
I never really liked Justify My Thug. That's probably the weakest song on that album. It's a good song.
Debatable.
Everything on that shit, bro.
I like the song, but I
fuck
don't.
everything on
But
that
Justify My Thug is like, yeah, I see why you.
I kind of probably skipped it on a regular basis. That's probably the
feel you.
only skip on that album for me.
I feel you.
I don't got no skills for me, my boy.
But before we move on, what do y'all think is Hov's sleeper album?
Sleeper, I think. Let me pull this back up.
For me, because I'll go first. For me, I feel like his most slept on album, because I hear a lot of people hate it, but if you go back and revisit it, got a lot of gems on that shit. Kingdom Come.
I knew he was gonna say
I'm
that.
not gonna lie, most people
Yeah.
hate it, but if you go back, that shit is really, really good.
I wouldn't say I hated it, but I definitely used to put it in like the bottom tier of Hov albums.
When's the last time you bumped it?
I would say like 2 years ago, and I fucked with it like when I listened to it again for sure, way more than I did when I was a teenager
Yeah.
or whatever. But
You should bump it again.
yeah, I was gonna say I definitely should. I feel like the Blueprint 3 is underrated.
You think it's
Like,
underrated?
even though it was very commercial.
I think it was rated. Like, it was.
I think it's actually overrated.
I think it was got the acclaim it should have gotten.
Yeah,
in my
but like
opinion.
at the time, but niggas don't really talk about it now. Like, niggas don't quote
Because
no songs.
it was commercial. Like, this was probably one of
It's
Hov's
probably most commercial
album.
Yeah.
Like, you got something like Empire State of Mind, Run This Town, DOA is on
Yeah.
there.
But
Off
like,
that,
I guess it was that was just a nostalgic album for me too, as well. Just the time
I
that shit
feel
came
you.
out.
For me, I think it's American Gangster.
Mm-hmm.
I think American Gangster doesn't get the love it deserves in Hov's catalog. Like, anytime I ever hear people talk about Hov's catalog, like, American Gangster kind of be getting lost in the sauce. It's kind of like it's like a Kingdom Come almost. And I feel like American Gangster got some of my favorite joints. Like, growing up, I was actually more of a Nas fan than I was Jay-Z fan.
Losing me.
Going into like, I want to say like 9th, 10th grade, I was still rocking Nas over Jay-Z. But when they got together on Success, my nigga, I was like, oh my God, this is murder. But it was one of my favorite
Hov
tracks.
wasn't gonna let Nas get the best of him
Nah.
on his old album.
Facts,
Shit,
but
though.
it was still a great song in general for me. And then like I got Hello Brooklyn's on there, Ignorant Shit.
Yeah,
I
Ignorant
know,
Shit is that song.
I know it's one of my favorite songs because Pharrell, one of my favorite people. I think he produced I Know Beat. Like, that shit is fire. So like, I just think it should definitely get more acclaim and love than it did. But this is Hov. Like, everything he put out is nothing you can say is bad. Like, everything we're talking about is good music. It's just a matter of
Wait, there was one album that I definitely heard a lot of negativity for, was Magna Carta. How y'all feel about Magna Carta?
I gotta bring my brother
That's
back
his
up
worst
here.
album.
My brother loves Magna Carta.
Word.
Like,
That's his worst album.
He thinks my brother still likes this. I don't hate it. But I don't love it.
I
At all.
dead-
I could have did
I
without
don't
it.
run no Magna Carta back these days.
I really tried to re-listen to it earlier last
No, it
couple
wasn't
months
working.
ago, and yeah, I was like, nah, this shit really not it. lit. I don't know what we was thinking in that moment. Like,
it's because he did the deal with
Samsung.
And like I feel like this was rushed. I feel like this was probably a rush.
Magna Carta.
Yeah,
It's
it's a lot of like beats and just whole. You know what I'm saying?
It has no like mesh. Like it's
just a lot of like sound.
Together
It's a lot of sound. Just
I'm telling you, that was Hov trying to get him in his Kanye art bag. Feel me?
Yeah, I think
that was his little My Twisted Fantasy-esque. That's what I think. He was like, "Oh, I'm buying art now."
Because what year that came out? 2013. What time year came out? My Twisted Fans like 2010. Yeah. So I can see him biting into that into that Kanye bag for sure.
Nigga wasn't talking about no Basquiat before the album. I'm not gonna front. You can look it up. I don't know. I ain't hear Hov mention Basquiat until that album.
Facts. But shout out Storyboard P. He was in that video. But other than that,
I got a Picasso in my casa.
My castle. I'm an asshole. Like I still even know the words to that. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't know the words to that shit. But
that was a bad verse.
But regardless, like I said, my brother got to come in here and defend the album. I don't know why he love it so much, but he do. But regardless, we said we was gonna go into Free next, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. I still gotta find the Free drop. I know I came in season two, no drop for Free. I'm sorry, guys.
So let's start with the movie shit.
Let's go there. Let's go.
So I've seen a lot of stuff like on Instagram. Oh, there was one post in particular. It was like, name a black trauma movie that you watch that you'll never watch again. So I wanted to broaden that and just name a movie in general that when y'all or a show that when y'all watched it, I was like, nah, this. Not because it was bad, because it traumatized you.
Oh, I got a show. A show that honestly my pops told me I couldn't watch it no more anyway. So I was type happy, but because I was forcing myself to watch it because like everybody else at school was watching it. But Courage the Cowardly Dog was a very, very weird show to take in at like 8 years old, bro. Like it was very weird to me, bro.
So you don't watch it now? Even?
No,
really?
It's really strange, bro. That show is really strange, bro. Like, think about that shit as a...
Nah, it definitely some scary shit for
like,
a little
that shit
kid
was
to
not
watch.
supposed to be on, Cartoon Network,
Courage
bro.
is my shit, I ain't gonna lie.
It was a good show, like, thinking back to it,
But
like,
it's a little too dark,
it's just too much for me. Like, I was like...
Nah, I hear you.
Like, there was an episode, like, there was, like, a... I'm like, nah. And there was like on one episode where like this guy trying to give Courage a haircut. Like I was like, nah, this shit is nuts, bro. I'm like, this is nuts. And the only thing I saved it was that Eustace was dumb funny.
Facts.
He used to be like,
stupid dog.
Mario, like that nigga was funny. But other than that, I was scared.
Shit, for me, it was the first It, bro. The first It,
like the original
movie, the original movie.
Okay,
like 19.
You scared of clown?
I'm not, but when I watched that movie, I think the first time I watched it, I was like 3.
Okay,
like and it was like a family thing where all the kids in the crib that we were living in at the time were watching it. I vividly remember having a night terror of that movie as if I was in like the movie itself, and it was a recurring dream for like 2-3 years, bro. Like that's how true
that's
it was.
Bad.
Yeah.
Like
A recurring.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
OD.
That's OD, bro.
Like annual. You know what I'm saying?
They said
that shit fucked me up. The real shit, bro. Like that shit fucked me up. Like I couldn't really watch scary movies at all for a time because of that. But now it ain't nothing.
Nah, for me too, it was a scary movie. It was definitely the original Pet Sematary. For me, you could ask my pops to this day. I haven't watched it. Haven't attempted to watch it because
I don't do the scaries anyway.
There's a certain scene in there where I think it's like the sister or the mother where she's like something is wrong with her. She has a condition, like her back is fucked up or something. I don't know.
And her spinal.
Yeah, like all I know is that
I
scene.
broke my back.
That scene was mad traumatic for me, yo. I vividly remember that scene, and I'm just like, just thinking about that shit is creeping me out right now. Like, feel me? That shit really like, I don't know what it is about like realistic shit that makes it even scarier for me, but like when I see realistic shit in any movie, for me it just doesn't.
You like your ignorance is
I mean, I've dwelled in the ignorance, but when it comes realistic, I'm just like, nah, that's too much for me, son. Like, it's probably somebody with this condition in somebody's crib right now. Like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
I would never go through the Wild Safari at Six Flags. I went the time when I was in 5th grade.
I'm not gonna. I went and the giraffe was very invasive.
Yo, wow, that shit was bad fun.
I liked it.
Yo, the emus and the ostriches got a little bit split.
The ostriches are mad aggressive, bro.
When I was in the back seat, that shit was just mad close.
Yeah.
I would never I'll deadass never go through.
You ever see that video?
Again.
It was a video online. I don't even know if it was at Six Flags Wildfire, but basically, like, there was like basically, like, he's like, yo, I told you lock your doors, and he's like, no, I don't lock your doors, and then the lion physically opens the door.
I've seen
That shit would be weak.
Oh no.
I don't know what I would do if a lion just opened the door on me.
You gotta just drive off. No, that's possible.
With the door open. That's a
That's
joke.
true.
I
bro.
wasn't feeling that.
You was a little kid?
I was like 11.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I was mad excited.
Nah, it was cool, but like I was just like, all right, like it's like leave, like why your head still coming through, coming through.
They be hungry, bro.
And a giraffe head is mad large. Like they
Yeah,
should have
take mad long to come out.
If anything, I'm traumatized from the first time I went there because my pops and I ain't have no AC, and it was like July. So imagine going through the safari, no AC. Nigga, we probably, I could find a picture. We had our shirts off, sweating, everything, bro. Mad giraffes and all this shit around us. Feel me? That was the worst. That was the only bad thing. I love the safari. I'm not gonna front.
Nah, I'd do it again. I definitely do it
Shout
again.
out to the animals.
But let's move forward. What is something that you learned from your parents that you aren't going to teach your kids, and vice versa?
Well, so this is my topic, and the reason why I came up with this was because I was just thinking, like, feel me? I don't know what I was watching. I probably was watching a movie or some shit. I think it was I got into the Cobra Kai shit. For me, I was watching that whole thing, which is actually not that bad. It's probably the corniest, funniest.
I still haven't checked it out yet.
Yeah.
I heard it's cool.
It's cool. It's corny cool. But either way, just like watching that made me start thinking about, like, you know, we're getting to that age, you know, some of us, we know people that just had kids. We're eventually going to become parents and shit like that. So I think about it like this, like, you know, the point of parents is you're supposed to get better. Like, for me, as a parent, you're supposed to have your son be better than you. You know, that's how I think you should raise your kids and how it should go generation by generation. So it just made me think, it's like, because I'm starting to like have the bigger picture of, like, okay, I was raised this way, and like it could have been detrimental to me now, and in hindsight, or it could have helped me. So like I started looking at the negative things or traits that I probably have that my parents passed down to me. So obviously I don't want that for my kid. So one of them things I'd say for myself would be probably my aggression. Like, for me, I feel like I'm probably aggressive in the way I talk, you know, my tone.
You feel like you were taught that though?
I feel like, you know, it's one of them things where it might not be taught directly. It might have been indirect, because I'm with my father all the time. We're so close. So I've heard my aunts and everybody say it too, like, just the way we talk, you know, the tone, like, y'all used to it. People that don't know, maybe they eventually they'll realize, like, this is literally the way I talk. I've worked on it. I don't know if it's improved, but like, sometimes I come off, like, my tone might come off, some people say it's disrespectful, maybe too aggressive, things of that nature. So like, I really want to teach my son to, like, you know, have mild mannered tone, if that makes any sense. Like, like I have manners, but like, again, my tone and
Tone is very important. How you say things definitely matters.
Shit. I honestly read that thing wrong, so I'm trying to think of my answer.
Okay.
Like, what I thought was the lesson that we were taught type shit.
Oh, that you were taught.
Yeah.
It could have been like character traits, you know, inadvertently. It could have been like something you were taught, like a lesson. It could have been anything, like something that you just don't want your kid to, like, that you have now, that you learn from your parents, that you don't want your kid to, like, have.
Get back to me. You have something?
For me, it's tough to think of something off topic. When you first said it, I was thinking it's kind of tough. Not to say my parents are perfect in any way, shape, or form, but I mean, I guess if anything, I would say definitely in the beginning years of my life, not to give too much information out, but basically, like, it wasn't all sweet between my parents and stuff, and like I could tell. You know what I'm saying? So if anything, I would take from that is just to, like, make sure. I mean, I feel like they did their best to try and, you know, conceal it, but maybe I was just that curious or that smart at the kid, but whatever. Just if there is ongoing, you know, internal issues, to definitely, you know, just make sure that it's not evident. You know what I'm saying?
That's a really good one.
I shouldn't, you know, just the way you guys interact shouldn't, you know, be obvious to me that you guys are having an issue. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously we're human beings. Even if we're good, like, sometimes we're gonna have issues. But you know what I'm saying? Just as a youngin', I think it had an effect on me in a certain way that I would see them, you know, having disputes and things of that nature. So
I would say I can definitely concur, because growing up, my mom and my dad used to go at it, bro. Like, at it. And I'm talking about for hours. Top of their lungs, nigga, 3-4 times a week. So that's definitely, and I've had those situations where I have those arguments too. And those are things I was trying to avoid, but then the shit ended up happening anyway. But it's that, and also like when my pops, he used substances alcohol to cope with whatever problems that he had. And I guess I use weed in the same way, probably not in the same manner because it's not fucking my life up and stuff like that, but I definitely smoke more than I probably should, especially if I'm going through something. So that's another thing.
That's a good one.
Yeah, just like teaching them how to cope with stuff in a more healthy manner, I guess.
I actually might use that one too. Facts. That's definitely one
That's
for
a
me
good
too.
one. Yeah,
Facts.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Fredo?
I would say what Mo and Eli said, like, if you got a problem going on, you know, it shouldn't be evident throughout the house because that energy rubs off. You know what I mean? Like, try to keep myself composed.
Okay.
Yeah, I fuck with it. Those were some good ass answers. Anyway.
Facts.
Next topic we had in the free was
Splitting the bill.
Now this came up a while ago, and I've been put this in my notes a minute back. I can't remember what triggered this, but I think somebody had posted it as like a question on a story.
No, I recall exactly who it was, but I'm not gonna say names.
All right, cool. But either way, I was like, it's a good topic because like I'm talking more so splitting the bill with people you don't necessarily
Cool,
know.
like a group.
Like, you know, like I'm king of like going out and like I only know the one friend whose birthday it is, and I don't know anybody else. Now, me personally, when it comes to this, I go whatever the table suggests. I'm just that kind of guy.
Nigga, you're not
I'm not
gonna
gonna,
be
I'm not
confrontational.
gonna, you know, like stir the tea or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. So
You don't want to be that one.
yeah, I don't want to be the guy that's like pulling out the calculator. One, I'm not good at math. So second, like I can't be out here pulling out the calculator. And I'm like, no,
You
like
fucking up the
I ain't
numbers.
carried a one on that one. Relax, hold up. You know what I'm saying? The next be adding a tip, like it's OD.
Oh, man.
So like my thing is, I just want to know how y'all view it. Like if y'all are out with somebody, even if you are with people that you are, you know, cool with, how y'all view splitting the bill or not splitting the bill, maybe.
The last time I went out with a group and I didn't know everybody in it was for one of my friends. I ain't gonna say names, but one of my friends' birthdays. His family, when the bill came, were wilding. Like because they were ordering up like some next shit and stuff. You know, me, I had my $40 plate. It was an expensive restaurant, by the way.
They have chicken and fries.
The $40 plate was the cheap.
Did you know it was expensive?
No.
See, I hate when that happens, son.
They have chicken and fries.
I forgot what it was. I think it was pasta or some shit. Like I don't know what it was. But it was the
Linguine.
cheap, bro. It was the cheap option,
I
bro.
hate when that happens, bro.
So and the shit was OD. So it was just a whole lot going on. Me personally, I don't. Y'all my friends. So if I'm going out with a group, we all know each other. So it's never gonna be on some shit with nah, I got this, but I got that. Because usually when niggas go out, we splitting the bill. Like off rip. How do y'all want it? Oh, we gonna split the bill.
If possible, yeah.
But if it's not, it's really no biggie. Niggas is just gonna send each other the breach. Like it's never no issue.
Right.
You talking about you the king of that? I am the king of avoiding going out with people that I only know the one person and I don't know everybody else. Like I avoid that shit completely because I'm gonna be that nigga. Like no, I'm not spending $100 if my food was only 30 plus the tip. I'm gonna give you 40, 45. I'm not giving you $100.
Yeah.
Right,
Like, it's over for that.
I feel you on that.
Especially
That's where the debate really was coming
It's
in.
over for
Especially
that, bro.
he don't drink, and then
exactly.
exactly.
Yeah,
And shit like that.
That's
too.
OD.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. 100.
Yeah.
That's what the debate really was if somebody else is running the tab up. You know what I'm saying? But
I was gonna say, like, I seen somebody post this, and I might agree at this point. For me, I might shake the table, but if we going out, whether it's with people I know or don't know, like it could be my close friends or nobody I know. If it's a birthday dinner, I feel like as the birthday person, everyone at that table should be taken care of. You're paying the bill for everybody because it's
The
your birthday.
person
Yes.
should pay?
Yes.
What?
I've heard this take before.
Not
and
gonna
I feel
lie.
like I brought this up
I
at
feel
some
like
point
we're
somewhere.
grown now.
I saw that on Twitter.
We're
The
grown now.
birthday
We are
person?
grown now. We are grown now.
Yo,
We're 25
if anything,
plus.
I feel like the birthday person should get their food paid for.
No.
Wow.
Because we are taking our time to come and spend time with you. The least you can do is spend.
So niggas is basically I'm
not
paying
saying-
you for my time, bro.
Bro, it's your
It's
birthday.
my birthday and I'm paying you.
I could have got you a gift. Like for me, I'm not going for it now at 25. Like if I go, depending on the occasion, I might come with a bottle. For me, just to be etiquette and shit like that. For me, I'm not gonna show up empty-handed. At least I try my best not to show up empty-handed to certain events now. For me, because again, we're older.
Right.
For me, it's
There's certain-
different.
yeah.
It's different ways that things are done now. So again, the birthday dinner in general is kind of played out. For me, I'm not going front.
I'm just saying like for just examples
So
in general.
again, it only. I feel like if the birthday person was to take the initiative to pay for everything would go smoother because one, I guarantee you, it would not be that big of a dinner. Like I don't think.
Right.
It probably would be like 6 to 10 people at most. Feel me? It will never
Yeah,
be
niggas
more.
be biting too much off more than they could chew.
Exactly.
sometimes.
Because I was gonna say like 10 people at a dinner, more than 10 people is when shit gets crazy. I'm not gonna front. That's when like you gotta put mad tables together, you gotta clear a room and all that shit. Feel me? I feel like all the problems that all this splitting bill shit would take, all of this will be deaded if the birthday person just took the initiative and whatever.
That's a take right there.
Feel me?
I've seen it before. I'm indifferent. I can't say I
I
agree.
disagree with it personally.
I can't say I agree with this because like I see the point, but I also see like it is your birthday. You know what I'm saying?
Because even when I throw my own parties for my birthday, I'm not going front like I ask niggas to help me out, but for the most part, I'm dead ass like spending all my money myself.
That's why I feel you, and I can't say
Feel
I
me?
disagree because
And I always
definitely
done
been that guy.
It's always been that case
Alright,
for
so
me.
boom, like I understand when it comes like to an event or some shit like that, but when it like going out for food, that's why I disagree. Like type shit.
I mean, again, it's not like. Again, if I'm already throwing my own money for my own events and whatever for my birthday, I just see a dinner as the same thing. For me, it's kind of like an outing in a way. So it's the least I could do for me to convenience and stuff like that. Just pay for everybody. Like for me, obviously don't fucking run it up or whatever. For me, everyone should know that in the back of their head. Be considerate for me, but that's it. Also, you can even do the whole cater thing for me. Like I could have the cater chef and all that. For me, and you don't even have like the menu of choice. It's not like you really spending bread.
Like 4 days.
Right,
For me, it's already taken care of. So you could do that too.
That's how it be sometimes when I be going out and like when I mentioned like I be the only one. I be knowing that's how sometimes how it be. So like it makes it easier. But I've also been out where it's like like niggas looking around. I'm just like, yo, how we doing this? And
That's the worst.
I just stay quiet. I just be like,
I avoid
like
that shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I've probably paid up to at least $20 more than I've spent on the food. That my food was worth, and on a dinner outing basically.
Like for B birthday, I didn't spend anything.
I can imagine though, because they had the B&B, the chef.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I feel like that's the way it should be. We're grown now. That's my whole thing. We're not little kids. We're dead ass 25 plus. Like,
Nah, I hear you, bro.
Nah, I feel you. Like I said, I just wanted to get opinions, bro, because it would seem to be a very heated debate, and people were both on both sides and found another side.
let's
to be on,
normalize
you
that
know
in 2021. Normalize paying for your own birthday dinner, son. As the
Or
birthday
just
person.
Birthday outing. And
Yeah.
I feel you. Before we move into Cookie Crumb segment, just want to get a quick baddie of the week. Got to start the first episode of season 2 with a baddie of the week, and you know the drop.
I'm about to bust.
Y'all know the drop. It's never gonna change. But this is all respectfully, by the way. We're gonna give baddie of the week this week to Amanda Gorman. Amanda Gorman was the poet at the inauguration today. This is being filmed on the day of the inauguration.
Say she was eating youngest
Amanda S.C. Gorman. She is 23 years of age, and she was Harvard educated. So shout out to Amanda Gorman.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
That poem was very beautiful. I enjoyed it.
Bet.
Yeah, that was a terrible clap. But moving forward, we're going to hop into Cookie Crumbs. And I think it's cool if we start here. What's the youngest you've dated or you would date? This is also Ray's topic. So Ray wants to take the reins on this.
In terms of, you mean dating as in you took them seriously? This is my shorty.
Dated is dated, whether it's casually or not.
But
What is your limit?
I'm saying because there's girls like I fucked 18-year-old. Like I've never.
That's what I mean.
That's
That's
not really,
what I mean.
That's
Like,
dating.
Would you fuck? Fuck, date, don't matter. Like, feel me?
So would you involve yourself with?
Okay.
What
Yes.
age would you?
Okay.
That's
What
I
the
just
age?
want to know the
What age is too
clarification
young for you?
right.
In general, that's what I mean. Like, what age
I
is too young
mean,
for you?
at this point, at this juncture, 18, which is the legal age, that is my limit right there. The older I get, the limit will rise with my age.
So 18 is still it for you right now.
Right? I would definitely fuck an 18-year-old for sure.
Alright.
For sure.
Like I said,
Some niggas might slander you for that.
I don't give a fuck. What are they slandering me for? That's a grown ass woman in the eyes of the law, bro. She graduated fucking high school. What are we talking about here?
I'm not gonna lie, 18, you know,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, college
happened?
student. Like, what are we talking about here, bro?
Nah, I'm not. That's my thing. 'Cause like at 18, you're mature enough to make decisions and stuff like that. So
not prying on nobody.
now
like,
for me, I have been off the 18-year-old for a minute though. For me, once I turn,
yeah, I'm hunting
no,
for
for sure.
Right.
Yeah, if you hunting, I might have to look at you. But like, if it comes your way, if it comes your way, then like cool. But You know, especially if it's casual, whatever. But for me, like, one when I even turned 20, I was like, all right, you got to be at least 20.
Okay.
And then going forward, so now at my age, you got to be at least 21.
21?
At least 21. I feel like that's my, and obviously maybe even next year, 2 years, it might just be 22, 23, you know what I'm saying? So like you said, it'll move up for me, but I'm already at 21 for now. So like, that's for me.
It definitely will move up with me because me too. I'm done with the 18. Like for me, my age is 20, and even 20 is a little because I'd rather 21 now. Because again, like, what are you doing with someone that can't even legally drink? For me, that's the way I think about it. But either way, feel me, 20 is it for me. And even if I personally like older girls, but 20 probably.
Yeah, I'm usually younger than the girls.
So just you know, so that is that the age at which you would like be sexually active with a woman, like that would be the age limit.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
What about dating, like taking one seriously? Is that
That's
also
just,
the age, the same age?
At 21, you got to show me some maturity. Like, I can't know you're 21.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
so like, I would try to stay away from. But like, if you like, we vibing and like, I'm like, oh, you only 21. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we get to going, and it's like, all right, you know, maybe we could make something out of this. It's not too bad.
Same.
Same?
For the most part,
It's
yeah.
not
So
too
like
bad.
2020.
I mean, I don't for 21 dating seriously. More than likely, will probably be 21. Because again, you gotta at least where are we going if you can't drink? That's
Yeah,
what
I was gonna say like 22 or older for me, like in terms of actually taking someone serious.
Yeah.
Like you out of college. Like I don't really want somebody that's in college type shit.
I mean,
That's
21,
true.
you on your way out. That's like
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
last
you know what I'm saying?
year. You know
Like-
what I'm saying? So,
But, yeah.
you got something to say, Fredo?
I was gonna say, as far as like fucking with older women too, though, like there's a heavy double standard too. You know what I mean? Because I was 19 going on 25, 21 going on 29. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so there's a heavy double standard there as well.
Yeah, it definitely double
there
standard because
is.
women are looked at as cougars, but then you would look at a nigga that's 40, wanting to fucking 20-year-old as a pervert in some eyes, which
Most eyes these days.
well, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie,
'Cause
40
nobody
and
thinks I'm
21. That's kind of different though. Like for me,
But if it was the genders were reversed, it would be a cougar fucking a young nigga.
you're right.
Like
You're right.
this is
It's definitely the
standard.
double standard.
The way
yeah.
I move,
Through it, like I was fucking on older women. When
Yeah.
I was younger.
you know what I'm saying? The way I look at it is like, that's just the way society is. Like, there's
Yeah.
certain things that that's just going to be like, swayed towards women.
Like
or
a
swayed towards men.
nigga fucking a bunch of girls, he's a player. A girl fucking a bunch of niggas is a hoe to society. That's just
That's just what it, like, we got to roll with it because that's just what's been, you know, in the
at
books.
the end of the day. Don't give a fuck what anybody's opinion is.
Yeah, that's
really
our
what it
main, that's my
is.
main thing. Like, do what you
Like,
want to
live
do.
your fucking life as long as you're not hurting nobody and it's legal. Like
Exactly.
don't hurt no youngins, don't hurt no elderlies,
Facts.
don't hurt no innocents.
But moving from that, damn, I missed a great segue, but you live and you learn. Let's go into Soul Ties. This is also another Ray product, I'm assuming.
Alright, I might go on a little banter here for me
Brag.
because I am tired of this term
Ray
soul
rant.
ties, my nigga. This soul ties shit, y'all really running away with this too much, my nigga. Like, I understand. I don't even want to look up the definition of soul tie. I feel like I feel like it's self-explanatory, but I guess if I had to figure out a definition, the way niggas describe it is soul ties when you have sex with somebody and y'all have a connection and y'all supposedly a piece of you get lost in each other when y'all have sex. Y'all have a soul tie now.
Okay.
Because again, in my head, not in my head, in these people's head, they think sex is deeper than what it is.
Okay.
They think sex is really
like leaving a part of you.
Feel me?
that
They
person.
think it's a deeper connection. They believe in that whole chakra shit. Feel me? And all that. Like, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But what I have a problem with is the
Right.
slandering of people that literally just see sex as sex.
Pleasure.
casual.
Feel me? Because again, at the end of the day, sex is only used for two things: to procreate or for pleasure. That's it. That's it. And it's also an animalistic act. Okay? Sometimes, my nigga, feel me? Animals have sex. They don't think about that shit as soul ties. They think of it as, nigga, I'm taking down this other animal. Feel me? That's it. It's a natural thing.
Right.
So I'm tired of this soul tie shit again. The girls is running away. Oh, woman and whoever else are running away with this shit. Feel me? I used to be a deeper connection type of nigga. As I got older, I realized again, it's not that deep. Sex is not that deep. It's supposed to be fun. Y'all soul tie shit is making this too deep and not fun. I'm trying to have fun out here.
They trying to fuck. Ray
That's what
trying
I'm
to
saying.
fuck.
I'm trying to fuck.
You know Ray love hoes.
I love him. I'm probably soul tied with a hoe.
That's crazy. Hey man, I hear you, bro. Like that's how I look at sex.
Is it the shorties that look like the shorty on your sweater that be saying that the soul tie shit?
Yeah, respectfully.
But that's what you love.
Respectfully.
That's the type of woman you love.
I mean, I love them, but sometimes for me, once I hear soul tie, my nigga, I'm not gonna lie, tuned out after that. Like, for me, I'm just tuned out.
You lost me.
Facts. But I kind of agree. I mean, not as vulgar, but
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm cool on the whole like topic of that because at the end of the day, like you put it best. Like you hit pretty much all the nails on the head. Like this is something that people do randomly. Like one night stands occur. Like
yeah, but
like, you know what I'm saying?
It becomes deeper when your relationship with that person is deeper. But when it's just casual, it could be casual, but it can grow into something more than that.
When people talk about that soul tie shit, I just assume that you're not having enough sex. That's all.
Facts.
Go out there and fuck more.
She's talking about sex in a relationship, I was supposed.
Nah, they be like the people
be
that
talking
say
about
it,
every
they don't have sex enough because they believe in the soul tie shit.
I would disagree because I fuck people and forgotten that I fucked them. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, not saying I forgot, but like on some
You don't
like,
remember their name.
like it's on some like,
nah, not that. Like,
I
it's
don't
like,
think
oh,
about them
shit.
like that.
That did happen.
No funny shit.
Yeah.
There's a couple.
I don't think about them like that. You know what I'm saying? But glad we wrapped that up. Ray rant.
Ray rant.
But moving forward,
That should be a segment.
Nah, we just go whenever you rant, we just gonna say it, bro.
Ray rants.
Ray rant. Let's go with this one. One of the most awkward interactions you've had with a woman, whether it was physical or even online.
So the reason why I brought this up is because I was just randomly thinking about college, and it was this one story in particular. It was freshman year. There was this Trisha, Dirty Diana.
Oh man, like Dirty Diana.
She was out here, you know what I'm saying, just throwing box or whatever. Me being a freshman, she threw it at my mans and all that. And she giving me the eye. I'm like, shit, let me see what it's about. Let me see what the hype is about.
Niggas
right?
are so funny.
So, you know what I'm saying? I hit her in the DM. Shit going smooth. You know what I'm saying? She ended up coming to my room in Porter. Shouts out Porter Hall in Buffalo State. You know what I'm saying? We talking. Turn the lights off. Gets to going. Kissing on her neck and all that. Start touching on her nanny. It's feeling wet and all that, but I'm smelling a little weird odor. You know what I'm saying? Shit not really. It's throwing me off.
It's
Right?
Just smelling like a sewer.
It wouldn't smell like sewer. It was throwing me off, bro. Like when you take off some panties, you're not supposed to smell a strong odor.
Yeah.
That's my smell type shit. The lights were off. I didn't know what was going on. So this was
a
my
pillowcase?
first. Huh?
Thought it was a pillowcase.
I don't know what it was. This was my first time ever. Cause when you young, ED is not a thing.
Right.
This smell made me like it was over. I'm thinking it's my fault. I'm like, it's clipped. Turn the light on. I look at my hand. It was wild blood on my hand, bro.
Oh, nah.
I was smelling copper, nigga.
Zinc.
Zinc is jokes.
Mad nickel.
And I was like,
Facts. That's
Mercury.
that nickel.
and you know what it was? The shit that got me tight. I didn't turn on the light until she left.
Oh, you should.
She dead left the room. I turned on the light. I looked at my hand. I said, nah. I'm like, nah.
I would have chased her down.
Bro, she was gone. It was
I would have chased her down. I would have been like, yo,
over.
look at this. What is this? Nah, what is this? Nah, for real, what is this?
And I didn't have a nosebleed either.
You know she said, oh, you probably cut me. I'm like,
What?
bitch, what? Are you dead ass?
My hands are well manicured. Impossible.
What? Nah, what? Nah.
Impossible.
No, she lost me, bro. Like, after that, I'm like, nah. Deleted her fucking number, blocked on socials. Never looked her way ever again.
That's different.
Ever.
Damn. I'm not gonna. I'm sorry you went through that.
Yeah, that's different.
Terrible.
I'm not gonna
And
lie.
I thought it was me. I'm like, damn, I can't get up. I'm feeling bad about myself. Turn on the light. It wasn't even my fault, man.
Sheesh.
My body was telling me, you're not going to get hard for this. It's not happening. We're not putting that.
Nah. I mean, for me, I already said my story. The first one I could think of was when Shorty put my cum on my arm.
Did you ever say you said that on?
Yeah, that was
You
like
did.
one of the first 5 episodes. I feel like I said that
You did.
story.
You did.
I don't feel like
But
going
just
back, but
just to refresh.
But
Now,
he-
you don't gotta say the whole story,
Alright.
but just the awkward moment in
alright, the
itself.
awkward moment was this. I had beer goggles on. For niggas that know. I'm not gonna explain that beer goggles on. Feel me? Took Shorty. We was in the suite. in the bathroom suite. You feel me? I was getting the Mozzie, regular
I had
shit.
bear goggles on. It's bad jokes.
Feel me? I was trying to get the Mozzie. I got the Mozzie. Feel me? And then when I was getting the top, I bust in her mouth because she didn't. I'm the type of nigga. If they don't say nothing, I'm coming where I come.
Respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully. Either way, feel me? What made it go left was as soon as I come, she feel me. She stands up and she tries to kiss me, and I'm like, woo! And I did it in a smooth way. I dad mushed her and hugged her at the same time. I was like,
Look at the
for me,
mush hug
I
combo.
whispered in the
I've
ear,
never
like,
seen it.
I whispered in her ear some shit like, I'm like, yeah. Like, I don't know what I was saying. I was just like, oh, thank you, or some dumb shit. I don't know. All I know is I'm like, this girl lost her mind. So I hug her, say some shit, and then she walk out. Fucking, as soon as she walk out, Eli come in. Nigga was like, oh, my son was like, fist pump. My son got the neck. Yeah. Then he's like, yo, bro, what's that on your arm, though? I look. Bro,
semen
man,
all over
all
his
the semen,
arm, bro.
right here. I had a royal blue coat on,
Spittles.
all there, and I was like, nah, this can't. I dead touched. I was like, nah. I had to make sure because I'm like, nah. I had like one of the moments where I was like, nah, like this can't be real.
It feels consistent with semen.
Yeah, like this can't be real. And after that, every single time, I kind of like exit Shorty's face out of my brain for me. Because whenever niggas was around and it was like, yo, that's the Shorty, I was like, yo, I don't remember. I was like, yo, for me, I omitted that from my memory.
You don't say it.
Yeah. Feel me? Yeah, exactly.
Nah.
So for me, after that, I don't know. For me, it wasn't really that awkward, but in that moment, it was awkward for me because I was like,
that was an awkward
American
situation.
Pie moment in real life.
Oh man, what happened with me? I'm gonna try to make this quick. Sheesh. So I was in a party. I was in a flex. It was a party in somebody's crib. I wouldn't remember at this point. It was a lot of people I knew in there. You know what I'm saying? So a shorty I came across. It was a shorty that we've been talking. You know what I'm saying? Shit was moving. So, you know, we link in the party and we talking. So the DJ started playing, you know, some good songs to whine to. She getting on down to whining, and like I already kind of knew like. She was feeling me enough, and like it was a good. The stars were out, you know what I'm saying. It was a night that this could happen, you know what I'm saying. It was a possibility, and I really, you know what I'm saying. She's on me, you know what I'm saying, and we just chopping up the whole party. Like she didn't leave, you know. She danced, the girls danced, they go to the next spot. We was just macking for like a good 15 minutes. So in my mind, the adrenaline starts to rush down to my lower end. Now at that point, I am as solid as a rock. I could chop cocaine with this motherfucker at this point. Mind you, I had on gray sweats.
Like her shit was that good?
Nah, it was good wine. She also had a good body. And I also had bad anticipation, feel me? So I'm like, yo, I'm about to take this to Pound Town tonight. Like I'm mad. It's like in my head, it's like, yo, I'm about to take this to Pound Town. But like she momentarily like, cause like the whole time it was hidden because like she's just like on me.
Right.
But like she left at a point because her friend was there and like he went to go talk to a friend, whatever the case may be. So I'm stuck.
So he was exposed?
Yeah. So while I'm trying to hide my dick in like
trying to do the flip?
Yeah, the flip.
The pocket flip?
One of the shorties that she ended up being on my dance team. She was on my dance team. Like she saw me doing that. So I was like, oh man. I was like, oh.
Nigga got caught.
I was like, yo, I just tried to turn around real quick, and then like me and her never spoke about it. We never spoke. We just never spoke about it. But that had to be the moment for me. That was probably the most awkward interaction, and it wasn't even with the shorty. It was with another shorty.
That's funny. That's mad funny.
That's jokes. But interest of time, we got to move on. So last topic of the night. I'm going to leave on a semi-serious note. What are men supposed to bring to the table? Because this is another thing I saw in like an Instagram story post question or whatever. They were like, oh, men think you're just supposed to bring this, and this. That's not enough. So like, I just want to know what, as men, what do we think we're supposed to bring to the table? There's obviously no right answer, no wrong answer, but what do we all think individually?
You want to go first?
I mean, I say this all the time because I haven't really seriously dated in a long time. Because for my reasoning is because I feel like I'm not financially fit personally for me to take a shorty that serious. Because I feel like as a man, feel me, if the way I see it is, if I take a shorty out, I'm not supposed to be worried about the bill. If I'm worried about the bill, I should not be dating.
There's something going on.
As simple as that. And I'm not saying that's the only thing we should bring to the table, But definitely you're supposed to be financially somewhat fit personally for you, whatever that is, before you should seriously date.
That's
like number one for me. That's
the main thing you think a man should bring to the table.
Oh, I mean, financially, you know, besides finances, you know, besides that, I feel like you should also bring a certain I don't really know how to describe it, son. It's like a mentality, but that's so broad. Like, you're supposed to be, I don't know, son. Y'all gotta move on for me, because that's tough.
I would definitely say not only financial, but mental and emotional stability. Like, you have to not... The world is already stressful, especially for us as minorities, especially for a woman, because more than likely we're all going to be seriously involved with the minority women in the future. Like, it can't be harder for her at home. Like, you can't make life harder for her. I feel like those are the three main things, like emotional, mental, and financial stability. And just being there for that person, like in every aspect of the word, being there for somebody. Like,
for me, I don't even know, bro. Like, I feel like, obviously, like, you know, you don't want to. I feel like nobody should come to the table, man or woman, with, you know, financial struggles necessarily. I mean, obviously, case by case, sometimes you grow together, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if two people, especially like if y'all are on way different playing fields, then like I don't think y'all should be coming together, you know, like that. That's a recipe for disaster. But as far as, you know, stability, mentally, physically, emotionally, definitely, I feel like there's something to be said about, you know, them feeling safe, you know, protected. I think that's another thing I would add to that list. So definitely that, you know, just, I don't even know if it has to be something necessarily like just brute strength, but just like they have to feel like, you know what I'm saying, they're in a good situation with you, you know, safe from dangers, you know, physically. What the hell? Oh, safe from dangers physically, safe from like, you know, shouldn't feel like they should be cheated on. I guess that goes back to emotional stability, stuff like that. So like, you know, just a protector. I think a man should bring that to the table.
for sure.
I guess this might fall under mental or even emotional, but I feel like also you should also come to a table with open-mindedness. Because I feel like in relationship, again, I haven't really been in a, but I just feel like when I get there, that's why me personally, when I get in a relationship, I feel like I kind of know what to expect because I waited this long. But either way, I feel like knowing what I know in a relationship, you should expect to grow. From you're both are gonna grow, and with open-mindedness, you have to keep that in mind. For me, some people they don't have open-mindedness. That I noticed that it starts to become a hindrance.
For sure.
And I feel like that shouldn't be the case. So open-mindedness is definitely something I'm big on as far as what you should bring to the table.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's powerful. It's powerful. You got anything, Fredo?
Yeah, I think you should bring discipline. Decision making.
That's a good one. That's a great one.
Leader traits.
Facts.
Leader traits is definitely important. That's a great pickup. But on that note,
Is it leader traits though? Because you know sometimes they say, at least in marriage, I've heard that it's easier when you let the woman take the lead.
I think
Show her how to lead. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
I feel like that's.
I feel like you gotta.
you got to rub confidence off on her.
Okay. I see that. That makes sense.
Yeah, powerful point, Fredo. God damn.
Facts. That's why he the lover boy.
Certified.
Nigga said season 2.
But with that being said, I think we can wrap up this episode.
That's a strong way to start the season.
Yeah, I liked where we were at. Hopefully we got some lunchline chat or some current events to talk about next week. But definitely, I always enjoy the randomness of our discussions. This is what this show is built on, pretty much. So, with that being said, make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
Know that shit.
Just keep a lookout on the IG.
Know that shit.
Anywhere else you follow us at.
That
Things
shit.
are coming each week, so just keep up with us, y'all. And thank you. We out of here.